Hi, Dave here with Max Agents, and I want to talk to you a little bit about caring for elderly parents. We have been blessed and have a wonderful situation where my mom's able to live with us and we all get along great and she puts up with all our craziness, but we understand that many cases thriving for your parents or the elderly grandparents is them staying independent as long as they can, and then in some cases transitioning to where they need more day in, day out support. Maybe they need to transition into a care home. And so we do help a lot of families with how do we maximize mom's or dad's time in the home to then, hey, it's not safe anymore. They need more consistent care than we can offer because we're working and we have kids of our own. And then in those unfortunate situations where they have passed on and the home now needs to be sold. We do serve your family as you transition through what to do with your grandparents and how to keep them thriving, and then how the home should be sold when those transitions happen. When we're looking through the lens of how do we take care of our parents and how do we take care of possibly our grandparents, their needs, their transitions that they're going through themselves, falls into a number of different categories. They're no longer safe in their home, or they got diagnosed with Alzheimer's, they need to be in a care facility, or God bless them, they were able to thrive in their own home their whole life. But now that they've passed on, what do we do with that house? Usually, if there's siblings, there's different heirs, that home will ultimately need to be sold because they're not going to want to keep it. And that task in and of itself brings its own complications. A lot of times the homes are old. A lot of times the homes are dated and full of dated items. We need to honor their wishes and get the home cleared out. We need to get the house inspected and look at the house as preparing it for a new family to receive it and enjoy it. And then that can transition into, do we do things to fix it up or do we just sell it as is? And we walk with you. We do not try to control or dictate what you do. It's up to you. And we're there as your advisors and your support team to help you execute and accomplish the goals to honor your parents with those inherited properties, whether they're still with us and they need the funds to pay for their care or they've passed on. In many cases, there is the physical configuration of the space. As they transitioned through their 70s and 80s, the home started to take care of them more so than they were able to take care of the home. So there can be deferred maintenance. Also, style has not been updated in most cases. There can be green carpet, there can be pink tile, there can be a variety of different dated items. And so what we usually recommend is we want to consider the needs of your family. You have your extended family come through, they pick the items that they feel connected to, and then we work through different resources and different outlets to repurpose the physical items in the house. Once the house is more clear, we try to blank slate the home because most of your buyers these days don't know how to or want to work on a house. And so we want to try to neutralize and attract the widest pool of buyers to the home so that you are netting the most for the trust or for the beneficiaries without redesigning the kitchen. And we walk you through that process. We have fantastic painters, we have fantastic inspectors, we have fantastic tradespeople. They'll do the landscaping, and you're always in charge. You tell us the level and the amount of scope to bite off. We go in and execute it. A lot of times you're not available, and so it's a lot more project management that you rely on us and our team for. And that's where we step in and lift with you to get this process wrapped up. So if you've recently become a trustee or you're responsible for managing your parents' affairs, lean into us. Let us know how we can help. Sometimes it's finding the place where they're going to transition to, where they're going to be in the care facility. Or you are now the trustee and you need help with the property, just click below. There's a 30-minute option or a 10-minute option, whichever one is more convenient for you based on where you're at in the process. So in our case, my mom's single and she makes herself available and pours a lot into our family and our household. And as she went into her 70s, it just became less stable and we had more concerns about her safety. We also found out that we were expecting a third child. It made more sense to combine households. It worked out with God's hand to find a place that she had her own independence. She has her own structure in a gorgeous 800 square foot unit in one portion of the property, and we're able to contain our chaos in the main house. If that's something you want to explore, we can help you with that. It's a version of a move up. We currently have a client who's come to us and they have inherited a home and it's full of dad's stuff, and processing his stuff and making sure that it got on to future users was important to the family. They don't want to just throw his things in a landfill. So we've helped him transition to repurpose his items through garage sales, through donation centers, and then it's a matter of getting the house ready itself, getting it painted, having the inspectors come through, and really looking at who is going to be the ultimate highest and best user of this home. The home is a little smaller. It's a 1,700 square foot, 4-bedroom, but it has this incredible view of Mount Diablo, and it has a big outdoor space with a pool. So that's really what is going to ignite people's hearts and get them excited about it. And throughout the process, almost every time that we have a home that's inherited, we have to step in and do additional heavy lifting because of your work and your schedule, and how are you going to do all this when you still have a household of your own to run, as well as your own duties and obligations. So this is what we're here for. This is how we serve with inherited properties in particular.